This is like a diary. What we're doing. This is documentation. This is real. Like I'm not gonna hide how I feel or what mental space I'm in. And I'm tired. I'm pissed off. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I'm gonna take time off that leaves it and never come back. I don't know, man.
Today we finally get the opportunity to sit down with an actual GOAT of this rap game. This is Adam Calhoun, like you've never heard him. From the streets to the stage, a man who built it all. Independently, no label, no compromise. Some may call him controversial, but I'd say he just stands on business like a real father, believer and proud American patriot. Now on the war tour, his last ride, maybe his final chapter, as he brings his friends along. Years of sacrifice, miles away from home, carrying faith, family, and legacy. And as the road winds down, one question remains. Is this the end of the war, or the beginning of his peace?
Welcome back to another one, Go Worthy Reactions, but today we're doing an interview style, man. Today I got a special guest, the big homie, Adam Calhoun. What up with you?
What's up, brother?
How you doing good, brother. I'm happy to be here.
I don't know
man.
where to look. So
Yeah, you can look right into the cam,
the
Yeah.
fuck's up?
Yeah, man. We're kind of freestyling this right now. We in Houston right now. For those who need to know, we're on the war tour right now, man. You on show what, 13 now?
I don't even know.
You lost count.
I don't know.
Grinding, working hard. Listen, I'm blessed to be here, man. I kind of just threw it out there. I was messing with Target. It was a total joke, to be honest with you. He was like, I spoke to Adam. He said it was cool. I was like, oh, I'm up there, then I'll take the drive.
Well, that's another thing. Like on tour throughout every city we've been to, if there's someone that got a hold of me or one of the guys and they asked if they could open, we had them open.
That's lit, man.
You know, a lot of people they probably don't do this.
I wasn't saying I wasn't expecting it or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I kind of know the vibe. You know, real recognize real. I wouldn't even have thrown it out there if it was a definite not possibility, because that would just piss somebody off.
Yeah, no.
If I knew for sure it wasn't a go. But
no, I think that's what we need. We need more, guys. We need to put the spotlight on more guys, and that's one of the ways, being on the road shows, and you're independent, so it's like you gotta help people as much as you can.
Respect that. That's kind of conversation I was having with a lot of independent artists, because everybody's like, oh, you don't cover, I don't cover their favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? Mainstream though. And I'm like, well, I'm moving away from that. I'm morally focused on independent artists, real independent artists, you know what I'm saying? Really on there, on the grind, like yourself, Trailer Made. I do a lot of Trailer Made reactions. Time too, your boy. And at the end of the day, we're like the DJs of this world we're in our own market media, because at the end of the day, it's like artists trying to get on the radio. It's the same thing, the mainstream relationship. So independently, we out here promoting, you feel me? Promoting. And a lot of artists don't allow you to, how would I say, collect revenue from these reactions. You're one of the few, I'm telling you from experience, because I get a lot of blocks, you feel me? Even if I'm showing love, but I get a lot of blocks. I try to put in that dispute, block again, reject it. So those artists I stay away from, because I feel like they're not understanding what's actually happening. I'm trying to help you, and it helps me too, though.
So I didn't understand at first, in the beginning of my professional career on the internet with all the viral videos and then the music and everything like that. I didn't understand how much of a role that the reactor community, the YouTube reaction community, made. It makes such a big impact for independent artists, because you guys are bringing people to us that may have never heard of us before. A lot of times haven't heard of us before.
Right.
So it's just we're building a bigger audience, and it's like you're saying, you guys are like the DJ or the radio showing, hey, listen to this shit, and then we end up gaining fans or followers, whatever you want to call them. And so it's like, if you reach out to me and you're like, yo, you mind if I do an interview or open up? Yeah, motherfucker, hell yeah. Yeah, you've helped me. It's time for me. You know what I mean?
That's game recognized game, man. Like I said earlier, I'm not saying I was surprised by it, but it's still a little bit of a shock. He said he was cool with that. Pull up to the show.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet. So like, it gave me a different perspective. I already had I went over your songs. Like, I already got what I would consider the raw sides of you already. the sides that it's hard for people to deal with sometimes, or hard for people to listen to. People who look like me, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To be more specific, they don't know how to deal with that sometimes. I done been through so much in my life that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not about to talk about me, but I done been through so much in my life. I don't really done seen it all. I grew up with white boys cut from that type of cloth where you don't even question their status. You don't question it because they're from it. You know when somebody's goofy, and you know when even if they black and Spanish, it don't matter. You come off a
Yeah.
little goofy talking like something you're not. Anybody, the next man's gonna check you. You know what I'm saying? But some people, you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I know I grew up around dudes that remind me of you. I'm not gonna say like you because I don't know you too personally, but that remind me of you. That's why when I went over songs like Racism, I was just like, "Y'all got this man messed up." I feel the vibes, like,
Well, they only heard one word off that
right.
song. That's it. As soon as they heard that one word, they were like,
Yeah.
they either loved it or they were like, "What the fuck?" You know. I got way more love from that song than anything. You know.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people understood the message, but it's just one word.
Yeah.
Which I use in my vocabulary every day.
Right.
And it's because of the road that I walked down. Like, I wasn't born in the hood, but through my walk of life and the path that I took, that's where I ended up. That's where I ended up doing music. Back in 98, 99.
Mm.
So that's where I was, and then getting locked up and going that route. It's just that's what I was surrounded by was
We are
not all white
Yeah,
people.
I was about to say
You know what I mean?
the demographic didn't look like you. Put it that
And
way.
I'm not saying like, yo, use that word. That's everyone should. It's not. I mean, really, at the end of the day, if people are mad about that, nobody should use the word. But like,
Exactly.
I've been called by it by so many people that are my guys. Some of them I've lost along the way too. To
The streets, right?
yeah.
That's
I'm not a street dude, but I've been in the streets,
Mhm.
and I've been outside, I've been active, and I got in trouble, fighting a lot, and
Mhm.
out in the bars. My brother got stabbed, almost died. Like
Mhm.
we were young and invincible, and now I'm at a point where I'm an older guy, and I'm still learning every day and downloading information and trying to fix everything I've been through in life and be a better man. But there's just some parts of me that's just like I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care about a word, dog.
Right. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm glad you brought it up and you prophesized it in that way, because I'm telling you, I gotta go to war in the comment section for you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
hey,
I say it like this, man. This is the best way I can explain it. And if you don't get it this way, for those who are confused, for brothers who look like me, if you don't get it this way, then you don't want to get it. I'm not about to waste my energy explaining it. But I say, look, the reason why I don't always love it, right? If I can't figure out whether this dude is cut from that cloth or not, if I can't figure it out, I don't like it.
hold up, you either know, if you're
Off
dealing with a
rip.
fucking guy.
From the
If you're gonna
screen.
be
From the
that mad,
screen. From
I'm
the
willing to
screen.
get punched in the face. Because what you
So that's
say,
the that's the thing.
what you
So that's
say
the
on
thing.
the internet,
Could get you.
there's repercussions to it.
There
You
you
know what I'm saying?
go.
So like I'm whatever. Like
Mhm.
I've been punched in the face. I don't give a fuck.
And that's what I said, but that's what I say. Some dudes, I was like, I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet he understands what the potential consequences could be.
I've never came across I use it around my friends, white or black, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I've never, even in public, if I've said it, not one time ever have had a
Been
negative.
checked or
Never,
have yeah.
not ever, not a.
And you know why. You understand?
Well, you want to fight about it?
Not
That's what I'm
even.
saying.
Dudes understand. That's not even that.
Most of the time, it's like,
They feel the energy like,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
why would
Or
I
do you
check
really
you?
want? Is this something? Is this the hill you want to go on?
Right,
Like,
right. Mhm.
but at the end of the day, it's not a word I use like just all day long. It's just
Yeah.
sometimes, you know what I mean? I don't have like a setting where I'm like, I'm gonna use it right now. I'm thinking about it. It's just like saying, "Oh, that's my guy. What's up, dude?" It's just
Yeah.
listen. At the
It's
end
not
of
a
the day,
conscious effort.
all you young guys, don't say the shit. Like I shouldn't say shit. Whatever. It's. I'm 45. I've had a rough one.
For those watching right now, we in a specific kind of space right now as far as energy. And before we started recording, Adam let me know of Rip. Look, I don't know what you're gonna get right now because he got a lot going on. I'm pretty sure a lot of you be catching up with what he got going on. And I'm not gonna blast it again or beat that dead horse, but um, life has its up and downs. Things ain't always what it seems. I respect that. I'll let you let me know that. Rip. It kind of gave me a direction on how I wanted to speak to you today. So actually,
You can ask me or talk. We can talk about whatever you want.
I want to go to
There's what's that?
I want to go to the beginning because you said
Yeah,
earlier.
there's no at this stage of my life and where I am and who I am and career wise and like my legacy that I have with independent music. Um, I'm never I'm not gonna hide how I feel or what mental space I'm in. Um, and for the last, it's been years I felt like this, and that's why I'm like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more. And I say it publicly, I'm done. I don't want to do this shit anymore. And that's because I put so much into it. It's not like I'm out on tour and I'm missing my family for 1 month. It's when I leave and go across the country and record an album for 2 months, or go down south to Tennessee and record another album for another 2 months, and then go on tour for 2 months. I'm lucky if I'm home a week out of every month of the year, or 2 weeks maybe.
Damn.
So it's not it's and then you go and shoot music videos, and then when you're recording at home, even I'm in the basement, I'm recording, I'm away from it's just all of that taking away from something that I've never stopped and been like, this is great. Look how awesome this is.
Mm.
I look at what we built. Look at what the people who
Constant.
I've never stopped, enjoyed it. Any number one, I've never really celebrated. Like it was like, cool, I hit number one. What's next? Or it's like I've never stopped and like no pat on the back. It's like no one gives a fuck. Work harder. So I'm constantly hungry. I'm never satisfied. The bar's set so fucking high. I'm never gonna touch it. So anytime I drop a music video or a song or an album, it's just not fulfilling. So I'm like chasing that
Next
fuck
thing.
yeah, and it's because the bar is set so high, and I stay hungry. I stay trying to sharpen my tools to be better at what I do, and it gets to be exhausting because you never finish the race. You keep moving the finish line further away. So this is a fact. I am one of in the last 10 years, I'm one of the biggest, and I'm not the biggest, I'm one of the biggest independent artists in the country. And I don't, and I'm okay to say that out loud now. I've done a lot. So have a lot of other guys. Um, and I'm tired. I'm pissed off. I'm exhausted. I,
Rightfully so.
you have to sacrifice, you have to be willing to sacrifice everything, your relationships, your family, your time, everything. Hey, hey.
Shouldn't really be right now.
I mean, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Good. Do you think, bro? It's on
Is
my
it
phone.
live?
I can edit it. Don't even worry about it. No, it's not live. It's not live. I can edit it.
God bless America. God bless. Hey, Dustin.
Hey, man, I'm sorry to inconvenience you, bro.
What are you looking for, Dustin?
Fucking bottle that I paid. Ha. It's in my bunk. It's in my bunk.
I don't think we should edit this.
Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Peace and love, my brother. Peace and love.
I might leave some of that in there. Character.
Yeah. So I'm highly irritated.
Yeah.
Highly
Everything's
irritated.
irritating you today.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm on tour. It's all on me. The pressure's on me.
Mhm.
I gotta put asses in seats.
Mhm.
You know, the bus, pay for that, pay, which is fine. But it's all on. It's all on. You're an independent artist. It's all on you. This is your dream until you get here, and then it's like, oh fuck, this is. I thought it was gonna be all. At least for me, there's been a lot of memorable things, and there's been a lot of love, and there's been a lot of things I'll always cherish, and there's been a lot of times where I was the most down in life I've ever been mentally. And sometimes it's hard for people to admit that. But I'm. This is like a diary. What we're doing here. This is documentation. This is real life, and yeah, man, I'm at the point where I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get home. I don't know. I don't think the babies are getting older. You know, Gray's 4. My youngest is a year and a half, and I don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do this anymore. It's for monetary reasons, for
Put enough
financial.
work in.
I'm upset. I'm out here. I brought my guys out here. They're dope.
Blessings,
They're some of the
blessings.
best rappers in the world, and they need a light on them. So, you know, this is just. I got the torch, and I'm still walking. But when I get home, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna take time off or take time off that leads into never coming back. I don't know, man.
Being that the ball is in your court in this way, though, I mean, You don't have to say never. You could always take your time.
Yeah, but I'm a guy that's like I quit drinking.
All
I
in,
was
all
I
out.
was a hell of a drinker. I like to drink. Um, and I it was all it's I can't have a beer.
Mm.
I'm either I gotta be all
Makes
in
sense. I get
or
the
nothing.
now. Yeah, okay, I got you. But you love to do this.
I love and
You love
hate
to
it
do it. You love
at the
and hate
same
it.
time. I love it and I hate it at the same time. It's been such a blessing and such a it's I guess it's corny to say that, but it's been such a blessing and a curse at the same time. To be so driven, to be successful, to be the hardest worker in the room, everything's a competition to be the best. You're never satisfied, and you're hard on people around you because you want them to be doing this to go as hard as you. You want them to sacrifice as much as you. You want them to be willing to do as
Expect the
what
same
I'm gonna do.
energy. That's what it's gonna take.
And a lot of these guys don't understand that's what it takes. They think it's just gonna be handed to them, or they did one hot album, or they've been hot for a year or two. I've been doing this for 10 years. 10 years viral on the internet, once a month for 10 years. 8 years professionally of music with some of the biggest albums independently of all time.
Let me ask you something on that. Is it worth it then?
You know what? People ask me that. They ask me that sometimes. Like, Adam, is it worth it? And always say this to them. I say, ask me that when I'm done. I'll let you know. Because when you're done, can you work on getting the pieces you left along the way, bits and parts of your heart and your soul and your emotions and your kind of break here and there. Can you repair that when you're done? People probably don't even understand. Maybe some do, maybe some don't, but I take this shit to heart. I take it very serious. This is real life to me. It's not like some fantasy fucking world that I made up. Uh, and I don't know if artists really talk about it, but I know I've talked to other artists or they'll call me and say the same shit that I'm saying. They just don't vocalize it out loud. This isn't a game. This is a life and it's very high level everything. High level stress, high level reward, high level everything. And you gotta be willing to ride that motherfucker, you know? I'm not sure where to look. I keep kind of looking over.
You can look wherever you want. You ain't gotta worry about that.
I usually look off somewhere else so I can get
Yeah.
my thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. You think clearly. So you would say that when you speak to other artists, man, they kind of say similar things you're saying right now.
I've seen them cry.
Mm.
You know, like I'm not obviously this is between me and them personal
Right,
conversation,
right.
but yeah, some of your favorite artists cry. The shit
So man,
is it takes a toll on me, man. Um I'm grateful.
there you go.
I've made it further than 99 point I am like a 1% of the world where I've made it to.
Mm-hmm.
The people who come out every show on this tour and every tour I've done, I come out after off the stage, I go right there, I meet everyone, shake their hands, hug them, sign everything, talk to them. Doesn't matter if it's 500 people, 1,000 people. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna sit there until they kick me out of the place, out of the venue.
Well, that's a sign of gratefulness right there.
It's just these people changed my life. I don't have a manager. If you want to get a hold of me, you have to know me to get a hold of me. There's no manager to call. There's no promoter.
Somebody that knows you.
No, there's no team. Or yeah, someone that knows me.
Right.
I'm so grateful, and these people have changed. You guys have changed my life and my family's life and my future, and forever. But it comes with a cost, brother.
I guess I'm gonna ask you that again at another time, at a later date. Is I'm curious to know the answer.
When I'm all done,
Yeah.
call me and ask. It's gonna take some time to
Yeah.
repair what I've weathered, you know. And it's not just me; all these guys.
Yeah.
We're all going through it.
But you know what? I mean, you out here, man. You guys got another 16, 17 dates left. These guys, not to say that they don't see this kind of lifestyle, but you're really putting a big light on them. You know what I'm saying? I know you understand that, but from the outside looking in, I cover these guys all the time. People don't appreciate these artists enough. So when I see y'all got a relationship, in my mind, I'm thinking, man, they need to do something together. Like,
Oh, we will.
No, but you're already doing it.
No, we'll probably do an album though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love these guys.
So yeah, that's why I'm like, why not? I need a project. Like,
yeah, no,
they deserve that.
that'll happen.
But you on your own. You have a right to make decisions for your own life.
I think I'll always do music. I would like to do it more in a space where I love it. I think I love making the music and the process. I hate sometimes the outcome. My favorite songs are usually the worst songs performing wise. The songs that I'm like I didn't really put that much effort into, those are the ones that go a bit further or bigger. So it's like I love the process, but then you have the outcome of what do the people think, and that's the love hate. But as far as these guys go, I mean, Target's toured in other countries. You know, he's and Simple and these guys they've been around for a long time and they are they are established artists. It's just if I can help just a little bit, they've already been here. If I can just
It's a
help a
big
little
help,
bit,
bro. It's a big help, bro.
yeah.
I can't even let you say it.
But they help
It's a
me
big
because
help.
being around that, like I always say this, my friends are the best rappers in the world. All my friends
Yeah.
are some of the best. Mercules, Target, Simple Man,
Yeah.
Tom,
Yeah.
you know, and
In
there's
this
more.
space, this is y'all space, bro. Because trust me, I'm out there looking for these indie artists so they can get, I guess, more like. But at the same time, not that it's hard to find them, but I'm telling you right now, there's no you just ran the list. There's really no one. There's no one out there like that on this type of level.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm just I know you don't be looking up who's high, like as far as
No,
like you
I
do.
pay attention
Oh,
to
that's my job. Like I gotta
I pay
find out who's
attention to
high.
like new but see the people who I like these people
Don't
might
know.
not know like OT the Real.
Tell us some people. Where you from?
OT the Real. I think he's from like Boston over there somewhere.
Okay.
You know who that is?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, he's from like over by the east, somewhere over in the
Noted.
eastern part.
Okay.
OT the Real. He
OT
just
the
got
Real.
signed by Benny the Butcher.
Shout out to OT. Oh, Benny Butcher, one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's the cloth. See, this is what I said this in my
Yeah.
reaction. I was like, Adam, give me the vibes that he could have been in Griselda.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's surrounded by so many country rappers. I was like, but this man remind me of somebody who
Well, I've
from
also
Buffalo.
throughout my life as a younger guy, in
Yeah,
my
that's it.
18 to 25, I was surrounded by all, what I'm saying, hip hop rappers.
Right.
So I'm 45, but my road is,
Yeah.
a lot
You've
of
been
road. I've
around.
covered a lot of road. But there's
Gives you great perspective.
yeah, it
Seeing
gives
all that.
yeah, and it gives you character from coming
Oh yeah.
through like we didn't have the internet back then. You had to get out there. You had to freestyle. You had to battle. You had to pay $75 an hour, which was a ton of money when you're
That
broke.
was a lot of money.
And then you get 1 hour, so you try to record 3-4 songs in that hour.
Yeah.
There was no punches. It was all one breath
You better
versus
one take it.
yeah. So things have changed, but I still keep track of rappers that I like. You know what I mean?
Good.
That are newer rappers or not even new that have been out forever. No one ever heard of them, and now they're popping a little bit. So like OT the Real is one of them.
Okay.
Belly
look into
Gang,
that.
Cushington.
Okay,
I followed him when he had like 2,000 IG followers. Now he follows me too, but he's dope. He's like that. He's black, but he's like half white. He got red hair. He sounds like Jeezy.
Okay, you spoke about him.
Huh?
You spoke about him before.
Him.
You spoke about him before.
There's just so many dope rappers that I'm always looking out for and watch. I don't like this new school like pussy fucking poo butt fucking poo poo little poo poo diaper butt. I don't like these new rappers really. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Poo Butt.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Hey, when you hearing these rappers, are you thinking just like, oh, that's just cool to listen to, I'm gonna bump that, or are you thinking like you're feeling motivated to write again, or are you feeling like I want to work with this person? Where does it take you?
I mean, when I hear like I'd love to do a song with OT the Real, and it wouldn't do anything for help my career,
Right.
but it would be dope just to work with another dope artist. You know what I mean?
Craftsmanship, man. You care about the craftsmanship outside of
Mercules, dope
like
rapper. I like
super
working with
dope.
him because it helped. A lot of these guys I work with them purposely too to help me get better. You always gotta be sharpening your sword. You know what I mean? And if you're rapping with guys who are better than you all the time, you're gonna get better. And there's a lot of guys who are better than me. I think my strong suit is the way I sound when I'm rapping, the beats that I pick, and the pockets, the cadences that I rap in. I don't really like to get all crazy lyrical, and I can do that.
Be doing it.
I can do that.
Yeah, you
but
be doing
I
it.
feel
though.
like what I'm saying. Like most of the rap that we all love, it wasn't all crazy lyrical. It just sounded awesome, and you remember that time you heard that song.
But it was different. We had like different subgenres within hip hop, and it was fair then. I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
say. You know what I'm saying? 90s, well,
Rap
even way back
90s
then,
and
but
2000s
yeah,
was
a 10-year gap from 95 to
it's
2005
like the
was
golden era.
beautiful.
And
It's
now
my
we have
favorite era.
garbage ass, trash ass
Right.
shit. Yeah.
And now they're hidden. Now you got to dig and find those gold mines. You got to look for those artists. It's not easy. It's, even on YouTube or internet where they should be living, it's hard to find them sometimes. So
That's like when people are like, "Oh, Adam, he's got that old school sound." I'm like, no, I got that
original,
rapper
yeah,
sound.
original.
I'm a
Sound,
rapper.
right? Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
You know, I love writing country music because it comes so easy to me. When you're a rapper, you have to write so much.
Right. So many words to get
One
a
of
point
those,
across.
yeah, one of those verses from a rap song is a whole country song.
Absolutely.
And I like
4
writing
bars,
country. I like the elements of some of the country music put into rap, like infuse like a drill with some country sounds in it. So I've done songs like blue collar, like middle,
Mhm.
middle class like
Mm.
songs like clean money. Like I like
We
trying a
just
bunch of
covered that
different
one.
shit. You know what I mean? I like trying a bunch of different things. Because if you're a writer and you're a real writer, you can write any kind of music. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And it doesn't mean you can write country. You don't have to live in a fucking barn.
Right, right.
Motherfucker, we've all been to the country. We've all been to the hood ain't far from the fucking suburbs, and the
Trailer
country ain't far
parks,
from
yeah.
the hood.
Uh-huh.
We've all walked this earth, this country. It's a melting pot, and we've all been in the country, the hood, the fucking suburbs, and just small towns. I live in a decently small town, New Lenox, proud of New Lenox, and so it's fun for me to use all these different sounds that you hear from all the different genres
Influences and
and
such,
and
yeah.
and, and go out there
Fusing into
and
one thing.
experiment with them. Yeah.
You did that on America too, man. I was feeling that. I was like, okay, I guess he does have a, because I wasn't, listen, I'm reacting. So they're telling me what to do.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting rap, I'm thinking that's what Adam's about. So when I go do the album reaction and I'm seeing all these different layers, it's like, hold on, this don't even sound like the Adam I've been listening to for the past 2 years. Like, this sounds like a different Adam. And they're like, and they know I like that. So they're like, you're going to like this album.
So
Yeah.
what Adam do you like? The rap shit?
Nah, I like introspective Adam. You talking about your family. You talking about your old man. When you talking about stuff like that,
Yeah.
I take forever on those songs. I'm 30 minutes on that song, and everybody's like,
Yeah, I guess there's more to break down when there's
There's more-
feeling and emotion.
the story's there. So
Yeah.
I'm starting to get to know the person who's talking to me now. Now I got to talk back. I'm like,
So
I got to respond.
the album that I haven't dropped yet,
Okay.
that's done, it's been done. That's just straight rap, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm sick of it. So like the next, whatever I do next, will be something completely different that I can box at
Right.
and work and try to do something different because I get sick of this shit. You know,
Are you
it sounds the same.
Are you tired of pushing the pen? I mean, if you're doing it for a long time, I can see you getting tired. Because
So it's weird. I don't write every day. I don't even write. I haven't written since I finished this album. I only write when I'm like I want to do this project. Then I start writing.
okay.
It could be months. I don't write every day. I'm not like that guy. I'm 45 years old, man. I've been writing since I was 16. So it's like when I was a kid, yeah, I'd write all day, and I have steno notebooks filled with shit that I'm writing. But it's like now I write for a purpose. I'm not really. I feel like back in the day, you were writing for. It's almost like reps working out.
Approval and
No, I'm more like working out, flexing, like trying to get your
you're sharpening your pen.
yeah. But now when I write, it's for more of a purpose. You know what I mean, not just for fun.
Leave impact. Not so much the talent, but the impact.
Yeah.
The feeling people get. But I feel like that's what I got out of America too. I got that out of that. I got like, okay, he's not really trying to fancy us with the lyrics, but he's delivering this point. And like you said earlier, you feel like your thing is the delivery, the flow. That's what I say when I'm breaking down the music. When I went through the Brave 2, I'm gonna say this though real quick because I went through the Brave one. I did that whole album reaction, right? That was my introduction to both y'all almost, and I had a blast with it. I gotta say, bro, and I even said I was like, man, a lot on these songs, Adam is outflowing. This is things I just say, I think he's outflowing time, but time might be more lyrical on America too.
I love Tom. Tom is a dope rapper.
Yeah.
And see, sometimes he gets overshadowed because he's doing the more like political rap.
Yeah.
But when Tom just rap,
Yeah.
just rap,
Yeah.
he's a very, 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 very talented rapper, and he's one. I credit him to making me a better rapper. But I sound cooler than Tom.
Yeah.
I love you, dog. I just gave you your flowers. I think I sound a little cooler.
Listen. That's what when I'm breaking down the Brave 2, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be real, right? I said Adam is flow wise, delivery. I was like, I gotta give like almost.
You can give him every
song.
verse. You can give him every verse, but I sound cool.
Like that's how I break it down. I'm like, Tom. I feel like Tom. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Tom's more lyrical.
Yeah.
He's a little rap nerd. Boom,
Yeah.
bap 101. He does his thing. He likes it. You know what I'm saying? He likes to push the pen. I can see that. You're very flow switches pockets. I really like that, man. I really like the flow.
The thing that's
dragging syllables. Like I'm like, yo, I go nuts over stuff. I'm like, okay. But what I said was, like, you putting out songs every weekend. So I don't like, what the hell is this man doing?
Yeah.
Like those songs, I feel like, I don't know how you feel about how you what you're doing lately, but I feel like you're saying you're not trying to go too lyrical, but I feel like you stepped your pen game up.
Well, so I wanted to make a point, and the point is I can rap and just it sounds like a cool song. Like I like listening to that kind of rap music, but I can also rap,
Right.
right? And back to Tom, I credit Tom as being one of the people that got me, sharpen my sword. We both kind of sharpened each other's sword, but we both came out of that better rappers. Working with Mercules,
Absolutely.
I came out of that better rapper.
He's a beast.
Working with Target and Simple Man, I come out of that better. My buddy, people, I can't stand calling him Mises because I've known him since I was 16. My buddy, my friend Chuck, very good rapper, came out of that. I'm always coming out of whatever I'm doing, working with people. Struggle Jennings, we have 2 albums together. I'm always
Struggle, man.
Yeah, I'm always coming out of those things a better rapper. And that's what it's all about. That's how I get my exercise in from getting better.
Yeah.
It used to be just writing, practicing, whatever. Now I get it by kind of sparring. We're sparring when we're
right.
on a song together.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not with malice, just like
No, it's
sharpen-
competition.
yeah,
It's
pushing
rap.
each other.
That's where that's rap.
I found struggle through you, so that's how I
Yeah.
know that
Struggle
it's true.
can rap.
Yeah, no, he can't. Caitlin Curtis,
Crazy
y'all got
voice.
some dope records.
One of the best
voice,
voices
bro.
of independent music.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that
Music,
out.
period. She's a beautiful voice.
Can you how well do you know her? You know what? Yeah, what can you tell about not about her, like, but as far as like her passion with music, because like she sings with so much freaking passion, bro. And I hate the fact when I bring her up, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
So like
And-
when I say I know her well, I've been around Caitlin enough to know to give a opinion about her.
Right.
Right? Like I've been in the studio with her
Right.
multiple times. I've been around her shows, stuff like that. Caitlin, when I first met her, was more like reserved. Right? But when she gets to show off that voice, that's her being not reserved. You know what I mean?
You don't have to.
Yeah. I always thought she was kind of shy and reserved and really didn't say anything. But as soon as you let her show that voice,
beast inside there.
that's when that she comes alive. And over the years, even on social media, she's become more just comfortable, I think, and she's just shining bright. And I love her style. I love her music. I love the way she sings. She's a great person. Shout out Caitlin Curtis.
Yeah, I just wanted to shine some light on that, man. I just wanted to see if you share any words right now.
One of the most strongest, biggest woman vocalists
Yes,
ever.
yes. Somebody told me that you kind of came out battle rapping. Is any truth to that?
So me and Chuck used to go to
Mises.
we used to go to the Cotton Club off of 22nd in Michigan, around there. It was this old ran down club. We were the only white boys in fucking miles, so we stuck out like a sore thumb, is what I'm saying. When we walked in the door, people were like, "What the fuck are they doing there?" So we'd go for open mic on like Mondays, and then we'd go for the battles on. I think they actually had the battles on Thursday to Friday. And Chuck was more advanced rapper than I was at that time, so I would always enter the battles with him, and he would always go a lot further than I did. But yeah, me and Chuck had battled. We battled at the Cotton Club. We battled over in Ashland, off Ashland, like 65th and Ashland, at the currency exchange. They used to set up like monitors outside, and there would just be a whole fucking gang of motherfuckers. And yeah, we would battle like actual, not freestyle writtens,
No, off
like
the top.
actual battle competitions. And this is again in 99, 2000, 2001. Chuck was always better at it. He was just slick and quick with it. I would get frustrated, kind of how I do in life.
What was the response from the crowd when y'all would like?
They loved
ciphers?
it.
Yeah,
That's another thing. So when we would do the
breaks.
open mic competitions, so back in the day, you'd have to give them your CD with the instrumental. There was no backtracks or none of that. You give them the CD with your instrumental on it, and then they'd hand you the mics, usually recorded mics, and you just pray to God that CD didn't skip,
scratch.
and you would rap your vocals, no backtracks, and you would rap, and you're rapping in front of the 10 people who are there, but those 10 people there, they're there to also do their songs. So it's like you're rapping to rappers. So we did a lot of that as well. Chuck ended up going further, and we went to Joe's on Wheat Street. He was in a competition, freestyle competition. I didn't enter that one. He made it all the way to the final round, and if you won, back in the day, there was 106 in Park. If you won, you got to go and freestyle on 106 in Park. Do you remember those?
Hell yeah.
Well, Chuck made it to the
A
final
lot of battle
round.
rappers been on there, those stages, man.
Yeah.
They started over there.
Chuck made it to the final round, and they the guy that he battled, Chuck won, but the guy had so much of his guys in the crowd. They were so loud.
Hyped it up.
So he won, and he ended up going to New York and battling. I don't remember if it was Jin at the time or who was the champ, but yeah, but yes, we did it. And that was kind of the start of me really getting my chops in with rap. You know.
Do you care about? Do you watch the battle rap scene now?
So I used to
really big.
when
It's
Pat
big
Stay
again.
was around. Rest in peace
Hey,
to Pat Stay.
top 5.
Yeah. So and I used to watch it when he was around. And what was that other dude's name? He's like a Disaster. Is that his name?
Yeah, Disaster.
And all those guys.
He's still getting busy.
Yeah, when all those guys were really going at it,
Going big.
I was watching it, but
That
I
was a
don't.
classic battle.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to the shit no more.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you what was your top 5 favorite battle rappers. But
I mean, I think Pat Stay is probably one of the. Pat Stay did it in like such a nonchalant,
cool,
just
cool, swaggy.
God,
Yeah.
just what what do you say back to that?
Mhm.
So I always give it to Pat Stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He can disarm his opponent quickly
And funny.
with the charisma.
Yes.
You feel me?
He was like cocky with it, but also kind of
It's like you battle a beast like Disaster, and then he just says something funny and just destroys.
Yeah, Disaster's like, I'll take your guts out and fuck out. And he's like so crazy, and then Pat Stay just says some simpler shit.
He's like, wow.
Ruin, yeah.
He just starts off like, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really keep up with that anymore.
Okay.
I do keep up with though. I'm always searching YouTube for like artists, rappers, newer, that I haven't heard of. I'm always interested. I'm really, I don't know why, but I'm really interested in always seeing like the newer white rappers too,
Mm-hmm.
like because.
See what kind of flavor.
Yeah, like
it kind of tells you like what's. You can kind of tell what's the upbringing. Like, can I relate? I see what you're saying. I mean, there's a lot though.
There's a lot. There's a shit ton of. I mean, now anyone can rap. You know what I mean? I will body slam somebody.
Anybody coming up? So it's time to go.
Yeah, you're 7:59.
He's fine, bro.
All right.
Hit it. We can keep going.
Okay. Let me just say this, man. Because I think people, not that people want closure, and I'm not saying we need to give people closure, but people do want understanding. From my side, people hit me up like, hey, they think I know you like that. They don't realize this is the first time we just met, by the way. This is Houston, we're on a war tour. I live in Dallas now. I holla at Target. He gave me the end. They brought me on the tour. I'm opening up for them, and it's a blessing. But I'll be for real. I don't know this man personally. We're doing this for the first time. This isn't like pre-rehearsal or anything like that. Very sporadic. Luckily, I had all my stuff on me just in case you was down to do. I brought all my stuff.
Yeah, I'm always down, man.
I gotta be prepared. But to the beginning, real quick. You say you not from the streets, but you was in the streets. You got locked up and stuff like that. What can you tell us about that path? Like, why did you end up on that path? Like, if you're not, let's say you're not born in the hood, is what you said, right? So how did you end up in that path? Was it the music that drove you to that culture, or somebody?
So, I think I was 14. I heard "Old Dirty Bastard." Rest in peace. And I asked for that for Christmas. My mom actually got it for me. I fell in love with rap. Absolutely, like I wore that CD. You could see through it. Tell everyone to fuck off. Hey. Hey. Okay, cool. Shut the door. Jesus Christ.
I'm not even gonna be up there for 15 minutes.
It's
so
okay. It's
man.
all good. So
yeah, bring me back. All right, so you bet.
I fell in love
Uh-huh.
with rap through Old Dirty Bastard,
Okay.
who isn't like a crazy, who isn't a good
Lyricist,
rapper,
yeah.
but to me, he had so much charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to be. Just want to rap my ass off. So I started writing. I already lived. I lived in, I guess you call it the suburbs, but it was more like lower class, middle low class.
Okay.
I didn't have my dad wasn't around. It was my mom's single family household. All my brothers, my
How
sister.
many siblings?
There's four of us total. Um, so it wasn't easy. The times of you have stuff and you're ringing out at the cash register and I got to take stuff back and it's
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
it was
I know that.
embarrassing.
I know that.
You know, going to school with clothes that were dirty, but I used to iron them.
Make it look
Keep
fresh.
them, yes. Uh, that was just because we weren't well off. I didn't grow up well off, even though I lived in like a little bit of a suburb area. I wasn't well off at all. I wore basically whatever I could to school.
Share
I
clothes with
had
friends.
Abercrombie was real popular back then. I would wear like the same shirt 3 days a week just because of Abercrombie. I didn't, I wanted to fit in with people. I played sports. Um, I hung out with the jocks, the potheads, the fucking guys who were getting in trouble. I was in trouble all the time. Once I graduated high school, I was kicked out of the house, stuff like that. My mom, I was hard to deal with. I was a lost young guy who didn't have a father figure to look up to.
Direction.
I love rapping. Back then, in those days, there were no white boys recording or mixing or engineers that were in the suburbs. It was black dudes that were in the hood or in these areas that most white boys wouldn't go to. So that's how I ended up out there. And when we were out there, we were all in and we were accepted. People were first kind of standoffish, but when we were around more and more and they knew why we weren't there on any bullshit.
Yeah.
But when you're there, you're around guys who are on some bullshit.
Yeah.
So you end up catching some shrapnel from that. So I was around a lot of those guys, and me being the kind of guy I am, like I don't mind confrontation. They saw that and they loved when I was
That's the
around,
respect.
and that's how it went. So yeah, I was out there, and you know, you've seen some shit, you know what I mean? And
How'd you end up?
so I was actually back home. I wasn't in the hood. I was near the suburbs, and I was in a bar, and I had already caught a felony, and I got probation because it was my first time catching a felony. I was in a bar, got into a fight, thought I was getting stabbed because I had been stabbed the week before in my arm. I had a wrap on my arm. I'm like motherfucker, and I just bang. And when I did that, it was a police officer. I wasn't getting stabbed. I was getting tased with one of them handheld tasers.
The adrenaline was up though.
Yeah, and when I turned around, there's cops everywhere. I'm fighting with them. They beat the fuck out of me, and that's it. You go to prison. But the road that led me down to being around streets and urban areas and people who don't look like me is rap.
Yeah.
That's where you had to go if you wanted to rap back then. Now you can wake up, go in your house, turn your little fucking thing on, and you can do all that shit with that. Back then that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Um
You gotta earn your stripes, man.
yeah, and then being in prison just opened my eyes up to a whole nother world. And I wasn't there for long. It was under 2 years, but it kind of made me a man. It made me had to deal with myself. It made me had to. I couldn't run away from the problems I've been running away from my whole life. And I know you got to go on stage, and I'm talking fast, but um, at the end of the day, I'm here today, and I'm very grateful. I made it further than probably most people, probably everyone thought I would ever make it. And there's a lot more to the story. We could do this again, man. But I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you,
Very
man.
nice to meet you.
I
I
appreciate
hope you
you,
rock
man.
this fucking stage.
I'm gonna
with
do my
crowd.
best,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Warm them up for you. I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah.
Before I finish off, just based off that very first thing you told me before we turn this camera on, what do you say to those who want to live this lifestyle, who want to, the independent grind? They want to be popular on YouTube. They want to feed their family with it. They want to do this. Their passion. That they love to do this. They see you as inspiration. But if I'm talking to you, and you're telling me this ain't what it's cracked up to be. What's the message to those? Do they handle it differently?
Enjoy it.
Mhm.
Enjoy it. Stop and take a break and look
Okay.
at what you've created. If you get further in every step you get that's further, stop and enjoy it. But first of all, to even get there, drop 2 music videos every month. drop albums every 2 albums every year or more if you can. If you say I can't afford it, yes, you can. There's ways you can do this. You can record music videos on your fucking iPhone or your phone, whatever. Create content. Put out more than everyone else. Get people talking about you. Put shit out there. Do not give up. If you give up, it's over. You could give up right before you just push through to the next side of the wall. Do not give up. You will make it. I've seen people that were about to give up that didn't give up that fucking made it. I promise you, if you do not give up and you work harder than everyone else and you sacrifice and you're willing to sacrifice your own happiness and family and love and all kinds of things, sleeping on the couch, being homeless like I was, you will fucking make it. You can do it. And I hope more people do it. And I hope more people get bigger than myself and everyone else that I know. That's what it's about. It's not about, man, I don't want these guys to be bigger. Get bigger than me. Do it.
Dog. Appreciate you, man.
Much love, dog.
Appreciate you. Beautiful, man.
Much
Beautiful
love.
man, you brother. I really appreciate it. We here, man. Houston War Tour. We live. I gotta go on stage though, man. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here.
Let's go.
God brought me here, you heard? We out.
Black Republican, cause I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. Then lock us up so they no fathers, they the humble sons. I was raised in that place where the hope was thin, where they package trauma tight just to cope through it. See, they sell you victimhood, that's how they coach you in. But Jesus sacrificed the goat for you to cope through sin.
The Democratic Party, I'm gonna say it tonight, it is anti-family. The party pushes stuff that's anti-life.
These are parents that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals.
Slavery started with the Democratic Party. Jim Crow was established by Democrats. Look at the history of the family.
They calling me a black Republican in the corrupt government. It's time I bring the map to the hood. I'm not judging them. Anytime that I'm back in the hood, these race hustlers are never screaming for black lives in our circumferences. Black Republican, cause I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. Then lock us up so they no fathers, they the humble sons. I was raised in that place where the hope was thin, where they package trauma tight just to cope through it. See, they sell you victimhood, that's how they coach you in. But Jesus sacrificed the goat for you to cope through sin. But I don't vote for the man, I vote for the plan. Policies over politicians, hope you understand. I was liberal in the mind, and now I'm literal with the land. And if you ain't with that light, then you brittle in the sand. So talk on the left, but it's just rituals and scams. They sell you gender wars, and then they ditch you in the land. Never fixed up the famine, never stitched up the pain. Just replaced the black father with the check in the brand. Said that I'm conservative, I guess that means I murder scripts. Cause once you have the word within, your burdens don't bring turbulence. You still regurgitate the news, dog, you gotta earn your wins. The straps are by your boots, laces loose is how we wore our Timbs. Same rhetoric, fashion became heritage, and culture was religion. Dependent living, no benefits. Push out the father instead of just living celibate. My people's got the highest abortion rate in America. Self-detriment is what we are inheriting. This is embarrassing, just look at Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood, your seeds are never bearing fruit. He didn't pop your cherry, so this ain't your first merry-go. Cold with the chrome and they cloning all they tendencies. Stroll through your homes like it's Rome without no penalties. Known for the smoke later on, he crying let me free. Broke cause we own all the blame, not the enemy. We glorify killers then ignore the consequence. And then we mourn the ones we lost as if we didn't sponsor it. Ain't no fathers in the field, just false bravados in a sentence. Accountability's extinct, that's why the progress is they calling me a black Republican in the corrupt government. It's time I bring the map to the hood, I'm not judging them. Anytime that I'm back in the hood, these race hustlers are never screaming for black lives in our circumferences. Black Republican, cause I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. Then lock us up so they no fathers, they the humble sons. They crumble young, then they wonder why we fumble funds. Raised with gun talk doubles as the jungle drums. Tunnel lungs, breathing stress like it's oxygen. Waking up to sirens, not psalms or the gospel hums. This is where the summer's numb, justice runs. Only love we knew, dog, would come with the muzzled tongues. Product of the corner, studied under thunder suns. Lightning in my bloodline, pressure in my mother's lungs. Wasn't handed nothing, really had the muscle crumbs. Every day's a war zone, but still I could tussle tons. They fed me
made lies, said my future was a puzzle done. But I saw the kings fall and knew I wasn't one of them. Now I tell the youth, don't trust what the devil brung. He'll sell you death wrapped in chains with the bezel spun. Make your own lane, don't run with the settle run. Cause you ain't just a product, you're the sum of what's yet to come. Black Republican in the corrupt government. It's time I bring the map to the hood. I'm not judging them. Anytime that I'm back in the hood, these race hustlers are never screaming for black lives in our circumferences. Black Republican, cause I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. Then lock us up so they no fathers, they the humble sons.
Being friendly and being a friend, I think, are two different things. It is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro.